Welcome back everyone. Here at Smart Finance, we're all about finding excess returns in the market and growing our wealth. Since time is money, I'll get right into it. Today I'm going to be talking about Virgin Galactic, the important details surrounding their upcoming spaceflight, and what this all means for the stock. Make sure to drop an early like to help with the algorithm. Let's get right into it. The Federal Aviation Administration indicated that Virgin Galactic's next spaceflight is on track to launch as early as Saturday. In particular, they noted that the airspace around Virgin Galactic's base of operations at Spaceport America in New Mexico is to be restricted for space operations use from Saturday at 9 AM through Sunday at 6 PM. So we will likely see the test flight at some point this weekend. And a Virgin Galactic spokesperson has already confirmed this to CNBC as well, saying, quote, they're making good progress through their flight preparations, noting that the flight attempt is pending weather and technical readiness. And this spaceflight is a redo of the test that happened back in December that was aborted mid-launch. And since that failed launch, Virgin Galactic has spent the last 2 months analysing data to see why that launch was aborted. What's going to happen with this test flight is VMS Eve will fly to altitude and release VSS Unity to fly on its own power up to the edge of space, and then VSS Unity will come back down from the edge of space and land safely on Earth. And this spaceflight is the first major test and step on the way to putting Richard Branson into space at some point this year. And this is partially why the stock has rallied so much in recent months. Basically, only 565 people have ever been to space, and if the Richard Branson test flight is successful after this test flight, Virgin Galactic will continue with its operations to send up approximately 3,000 people into space in just the next 4 years. And if successful, this will blow every other luxury travel experience out of the water. So this is clearly a redo of the launch that happened back in December, which was aborted, so I want to circle back to the price action that surrounded that event. Prior to that test flight, there was a big run up in the stock up to about $30. However, once the flight was aborted, the stock fell, but not by much, only down to about the mid-20s. Back when I released my first video on Virgin Galactic last month, the stock was around the high $20 level. And I noted the fact that the price had not fallen by much after the failed launch meant that investors had really low expectations of performance for the stock. Therefore, if it fails, the stock won't fall by that much, but if it's successful, the stock could rocket. And in the end, as I said in that video, that pullback from that failed launch attempt was a great buying opportunity, and the stock has since rallied 100% since that level. The point I'm trying to get to is that if this launch is a failure, it could end up being a strong buying opportunity on the pullback, just like it was with the previous launch. And the core of this is that other major players in the space industry right now are private, like SpaceX and Blue Origin. So investors looking to enter this market only have one way to truly invest in a specific space play, and that is Virgin Galactic. Even with a failed launch attempt, it brings more interest into the space industry, gets more people following the stock, and in the end, that's great for the space industry, and in turn, since Virgin Galactic is the only stock available in the industry as a pure space play, it's great for Virgin Galactic. The company has also got the backing of some of the biggest names in investing right now. Chamath is on the board and helped the company go public, and the company has recently been poaching executives from other top Fortune 500 firms, like Disney. On top of this, Cathie Wood and ARK Invest seem to have an eye on the company, having filed to create a space exploration ETF in which Virgin Galactic is likely to be a large position. Declining launch costs, advances in technology, and rising public sector interest could position space exploration as the next trillion-dollar industry. The investment implications for a more accessible, less expensive reach into outer space could be extremely significant, with potential opportunities in fields such as satellite broadband, high-speed product delivery, and even human space travel. With this, it's no wonder that so many big names like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Chamath Palihapitiya, Richard Branson, and ARK Invest are getting into the space industry. There's clearly massive upside in the future coming from this industry. I first spoke about Virgin Galactic just over 3 weeks ago in my first video, and since then the stock has rallied just under 100%, and I was first in this company back in December of 2019 at $8. So if you're not only interested in learning more about these companies and finding out about it before anyone else, as well as keeping your finger on the pulse of the markets, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. I now want to look at some Morgan Stanley estimates on the space industry. As seen on the chart on the screen, Morgan Stanley expects the global space industry to grow at an increasing rate. Furthermore, there are a variety of industries affected by this growth, including radio and broadband services and consumer entertainment, even satellite launch capabilities. Virgin Galactic is the first major pure space play available on the open market. Blue Origin and SpaceX are still private, and who knows how long they'll stay that way. As hype for space stocks continues to build, it will all come to Virgin Galactic. In that sense, even a strong flight from either Blue Origin or SpaceX will actually help Virgin Galactic. And this is because Virgin Galactic is one of the only, if not the only, pure space exposure that people can get as retail investors right now on the open market. One of the criticisms people bring up about Virgin Galactic is that the company does not make a lot of money, with only about $250 million in revenue last year. However, I want to emphasize some comments from the CEO Michael Colglazier that he did back in Q3. He sees the company bringing in as much as $1 billion in annual revenue per spaceport in the years ahead. And to reach this objective, they're going to be flying approximately 400 flights per year per spaceport, and who knows how many spaceports they'll be opening up. It all depends on demand going forward. But if the test flight with Richard Branson is a success later this year, and space tourism truly starts to take off, we could actually see many spaceports opening and Virgin Galactic's annual revenue skyrocketing. Virgin Galactic is due to release their fourth quarter and full year earnings on the 25th of February, so it will be interesting to see what they say. I'll be back with another video then covering all the important details from the earnings and how it will affect the stock going forward. If you take anything from this video, I want it to be the next 3 things. First, Virgin Galactic is positioned in an exciting and growing industry that has stakeholders spread across a variety of industries, as evident in the Morgan Stanley estimates. Secondly, the stock has got the eye of major investors and has some of the biggest names involved in its business, including Chamath and Richard Branson. Thirdly, and most importantly, Virgin Galactic is the first major pure space play available on the open market. Based on these factors, Virgin Galactic is a stock I've invested in. Personally, I think one of the best ways to build wealth going forward into the future is to identify companies and industries that may not be profitable now, but that will grow and become profitable in the future. Think Facebook and Netflix 10 years ago, or EV and solar power today. Virgin Galactic could be the next big thing, and its potential is massive. The aim of this channel is to find stocks that have great potential and provide concise analysis for you guys who don't have the time to go and do all the research yourselves and find these stocks yourself. So if you're not only interested in learning more about these companies, but also keeping your finger on the pulse, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. If you enjoyed this video, I really recommend that you check out my videos on Nokia, Gevo, and BlackBerry, 3 stocks that I think are very undervalued right now. Remember, this video is for entertainment purposes and not personalized investment advice. You should consider your own unique financial position and do your own due diligence before making any investments. See you next time.